Oh man, FOMC day, but not an ordinary FOMC day. This is the first Jerome Powell FOMC day with Trump as president. A Trump who has said that he would demand that interest rates come down immediately. Will we see an effect today? We're going to find out. We're going to take a look at the chart, see exactly where Bitcoin and altcoins are poised, and take a look to see where are the opportunities in the chart. If you like this type of content, smash all the likes. Do not forget to subscribe if you actively want to trade. Bybit, BitGet, check out the links in the description. Let's get straight into the charts. You can see here Bitcoin sitting around 101.8 here today. Pretty much flat, right? I mean, yesterday ended up flat day down 0.76, and today pretty much flat as well. Just consolidating around this area, which is a natural area, right? You can see here we had this move, we broke the trend, we're coming back to retest, and the question is, are we just going to collapse back into channel and start falling back down, or can we use this white line to bounce and create that all-important higher high which we're looking for on Bitcoin? If you take the body candle closes, the closes of the candlesticks, we want a daily candle close around that 106.5 mark as a strong indication that we're managing to turn the trend here on Bitcoin. Until then, to be fair, we're pretty sideways. Now, if I bring out the EMA ribbon, I'll be able to show you exactly what's going on here. But the main thing you can see is here. We're just sitting here, just waiting for some direction. We don't want to lose the EMA ribbon. I mean, that would take a close below 97.7 for me to turn short-term sideways / bearish. But if we can get a bounce and get that higher high, things look really good. And that's ultimately what we need. We need some sort of catalyst that can just give us this movement here to the upside. And we've got one potential one today, but I need to clarify a few things first. So with the FOMC meeting, Jerome Powell is coming out and the Fed officials are coming out for their first meeting of this year, right? So January the 29th, it's happening in 5 hours time. I don't know what the time is when you're recording this video, but it'd be 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's about 11 p.m. my time in Dubai. And it's expected that the market, the market is pricing that we're not going to get anything, right? They're saying, look, we're not going to get any rate cuts. Now, if you go back to the end of last year, Jerome Powell and the Fed had told us in their summary of economic projections, chill out. You're not going to get many rate cuts next year. Maybe you're going to get 2, right? And that's why you can see the market is not really, allowing many to get priced in. They're not getting excited. But the one factor that we have to now price in as well is, what is this Trump effect? Because up until now, we've had Jerome Powell under the Biden administration, but no doubt Trump will have been in his ear. And you know that Trump is coming into the helm with a clear mandate to go and make things happen. You know that his focus is business. You know his focus is the economy. He wants things to be, rip-roaring for his 4 years in charge. Do you think he's going to allow a year to go by, which by the end of the year, us still sitting here at, the market's pricing in 3.75 to 4%? I don't think so. I think he's going to want to bring interest rates down. I think he's going to want to see a lot more prosperity. I think he may even want to see some money printing during his time to put money into people's pockets, because that's a nice way to, feel good, right? That the president's helping you, right? Everyone's going to feel positive. There's going to be money flowing around in the system. That's something he may want to do. So when we look at this from a very simple binary kind of decision, Trump is going to want Powell to speed up what's here. The market is priced in the worst as far as I'm concerned. They've priced in that we're going to get 2 rate cuts this year. And I think to all intents and purposes, bar some shocking inflation returning and us seeing the numbers all horrible, at some point we should start to see that, right? We should start to see that. I'm just seeing the breaking news ticker here at the bottom. Trump media expand into financial services. Let's click that as well. But at some point we should start to see that come into play, right? Maybe Trump can get into Jerome Powell's ear and get another rate cut a bit sooner and try to push for another one. Hopefully we start to see that happening so we can bring rates down sooner. Remember, rates coming down is really important for risk on assets, and crypto is a risk on asset. The more money in people's pockets, right, the more money flowing into circulation in the economy, the better it is for your tech names, right, in the S&P and the NASDAQ, but also the better it's going to be for your crypto bags, right? You don't want monetary policy tight, and you don't want it in a restrictive territory. So for those asking, that's the reason. Let's take a quick look at this headline, which has just popped up. Trump Media and Technology Group announced Wednesday that it's expanding into financial services, including investment products. Shares of Truth Social, parent company, which trades under the ticker DJT, surged more than 15%. Cool. Okay, so that's to do with Truth Social. Check that out, guys, if you're interested. Now, the main things I wanted to cover off, the first one I wanted to cover off here today as well, for those of you looking, Ondo Finance, a token which I hold, which is a great token. You can check this out. Look, Ondo Finance, $185 million tokenized US Treasury offering, joins the XRP ledger. Now, the reason this is really, really important, and I've made separate videos on tokenization, I highly recommend you go watch it. In that video, we spoke about who's looking to tokenize real estate. In this case, you've got Ondo, who's trying to do the tokenization and the real world, you've heard of RWA, right? Real world assets. They're trying to bring US traditional finance on-chain. And one of the biggest ways you can do that is by bringing US government bonds or US treasuries onto the blockchain, opening them up to people across the world. And this is really, really powerful, and Ondo's taken that step to do that. Let's take a look at the Ondo price action. You can see they did take positively to that. They were up a little bit more today, 6%, just kind of cooling down now to 4%, with most of the market kind of just being in anticipation here of the news. But again, a nice level. I mean, if you look at this, if you take that as support, it's kind of just still hovering around those June 2020 levels. So again, a lot of impetus for this coin to move up. Again, I look at the opportunity and say, okay, what if it can use this to bounce and start creating higher movement? You can even double your money up to about $2.77 here on Ondo. So we're starting to see a little bit of life coming back to altcoins, which is good. I mean, we saw S token just having a bit of a green day, which I guess it's kind of difficult to keep having red days like this on Sonic, being very, very disappointing. The only saving grace, which is a big saving grace for Sonic holders like myself, is that TVL is increasing. And I think that's a positive sign. Post the migration, whilst the price action and the mind share has gone down amongst investors, which is a big problem, the TVL and the actual usage of the chain has increased. Now, if we go back to the Phantom time, even back then, Phantom had the same problem when I started making Phantom videos many years ago. I came on to say, guys, the TVL was crazy. Go watch my early videos. I said the TVL is crazy, but the TVL to market cap ratio does not stack up. This is a hugely undervalued play. And then after that, we saw that investment did really, really well as Phantom went into the $3.50 territory and started to catch up with some of the other bigger layer one solutions. Unfortunately, Sonic now, previously Phantom, has got themselves into the same quagmire of having good TVL and good usage, but again, they have no mind share, no, what we're going to class as, just broadly speaking, marketing or social community or awareness or hype or attention, whatever you want to call it. They don't have that piece. And so, this is a major problem. The tech is always blasting. The tech is doing really well. It's great that they've migrated over to Sonic, which is now more faster than ever, and solving the blockchain trilemma. I get it. And we got it even back then with Phantom. But why can you not just get the investors' mindshare? Why can you not focus on community? Why can you not focus on, and if you speak to the team, they're going to be just as frustrated as we are because they're trying their best, but it's just not happening for them right now. It's just not clicking. And for all of us who laugh at meme culture, I've spoken about this plenty of times before, all of us who laugh about meme culture and say memes are a waste of space, you have to understand, memes understand one powerful thing. If you spend time in the trenches on Pump Fun or on the Solana ecosystem for the memes, they understand how to capture people's attention. They understand how to capture mindset. They know what's trending. They know how to get into people's psyche. And that's what these good projects know how to do. Unfortunately, Sonic still needs to figure it out. So a little bit of positive day here today, up 4.9%. I do see a lot of upside here on the coin, but I can understand why a lot of investors who are holding from before the migration are, not happy, to say the least. Let's take a look at Ethereum, kind of flat here on the day, losing its 200 moving average yesterday. I mean, this is just continued to get battered, really. I know 3,000 is a good price on Ethereum, but just not participating in this bull market so far. And again, I think the real true altcoin season is going to happen when this decides to wake up. When Ethereum wakes up, and make no doubts about it, I really do think it will wake up and start soaring as people remember who is the big dog in the layer one space. I think Ethereum will rip. I think it'll rip. I think people will be calling for the flippening again. I think this will run towards 10,000 plus. I think that's going to signal our real altcoin season and then eventually our crypto top for that cycle. So that's my current view on it. If you take a look at Bitcoin dominance having a little bit of a cooling off today on it was down a bit more. It's now a flat day. But again, just everything seems to be rotating to Bitcoin. If we take a look at it from a weekly view, you can just not catch a break, right? This whole month here in January has been completely risk off, and that's what's causing the problem, right? If you take a look at December, Bitcoin dominance climbed by 1.48%. If you look at now January, 2.55% here on Bitcoin dominance. Altcoins cannot catch a pump. Everything is rotating into Bitcoin as people want to get into the safer of the cryptos at this current moment. Will that last forever? No. But again, they may want to keep on going, right? Dominance may want to go up to 62. It may want to go up to 64. So you've got to be prepared for that. And ultimately, for people who are trading altcoins, that's difficult because altcoins are not moving. For the majority of you watching this video, you have heavily backed altcoin portfolios. You're going to find it difficult when you see your portfolio struggling because most altcoins are not moving. But you've got to take these opportunities because one thing we do know is altcoins will get their time. If you go back to previous cycles, I mean, we collapsed quickly from 71 down to lows of 49%. And then if we take the next candle down to lows of 40% within 4 or 5 weeks, right? So it happens really, really quickly. And in fact, if you look at when this happened last time, this happened from these are months, sorry. It started in Jan, which it hasn't happened now. We've had a strong Jan. February was good for altcoins, and then it continued into a March and an April and a May, right? So that all happened in 2021. So that's something for us to watch here. You know, at some point, we will see dominance start to call off, and we will start to see an altcoin season. We've got to make sure we're prepared for it. Our portfolio is prepared for it. If you're just sitting in Bitcoin because Bitcoin's done well in the last 2 months, well, guess what? That's not going to continue, right? Altcoins will have its moment, and at that point, you're going to be thankful that you're holding onto those altcoins now or buying the dip if you're doing so as well. Griffin up 7% here today, but down on the week. A16Z up 7% today. I mean, you just started seeing a lot of really horrible price action, right? And people are now started saying enough is enough. I want to buy the dip. PHB catching a bid at 7.5% up on the day, 10% up on a meme coin Peanut. And that's about it. It's been a painful period for altcoins. But the reality is, like you guys know, the tide does change. Things do rotate. Bitcoin will have its moment. It's holding up strong. And eventually you'll start to see that rotate to good utility plays. Right now, the whole meme craze, the Trump, the Melania token, all the stuff going on in the Solana trenches is sucking out liquidity from true utility plays. But that never lasts forever. That rotation back to utility, that rotation back to quality will come, and it will come quite quickly. It just needs a slight kind of correction from the market, a quite small reminder from the market, and you'll see how quickly people get rid of their worthless meme coins and start jumping into solid projects that they're happy to hold for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, because when the market shakes, people rotate to safety. So there you have it, guys, a big FOMC meeting coming up in the next few hours. Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking? Don't forget to smash up the likes. I need you guys to subscribe. I want to get to 20,000 subscribers as soon as possible. You guys know I'm dedicated to sharing real alpha, real updates that you guys need and deserve on a daily basis, and I have been doing so for many years. So please do hit that subscribe button. It really does help this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.